You get a summoning to the son of Lord Nishiana. His name is Shiraki. Shiraki Nishiana is the second-born son of Lord Nishiana. I'll give you a little bit more since you
directly work under him.
Directly work under him. So Lord Nishiana, or his full name is Fujimori Nishiana, is that's the father, the emperor, basically. Yeah, his firstborn son.
The emperor or the shogun?
He has proclaimed himself emperor.
Okay, alright, shit.
He's proclaimed himself emperor of all of Kyoto. And
now is this like a Japan thing where there was already a previously established emperor who has like a kind of spiritual connection to being the emperor, and like this is like some big ballsy shit that he's pulling off?
No, this is so. It's a little different. It doesn't follow directly like Japanese history.
This is the more Chinese aspect of it coming in.
And basically, what happened was there once was a full empire of Kyoso's. That's what the name of this place is, Kyoso. Mm-hmm. It's there once was a full empire of Kyoso, and because of some complicated, family business within the family, mm-hmm. It split.
Yeah,
it just
warring states.
Yeah, it broke apart and then just shattered.
Okay.
And
this is like the first guy in a long time to kind of come back.
And this is the first guy in a long time to I'm going to unify all of Kyoto under my name. And he first started off by proclaiming himself as emperor of all of Kyoto. When the people didn't like that, he just I don't care, and attacked.
He made them like it. He made them like it, and I fucking made them really like it.
And he just attacked when people said that no, he wasn't the emperor.
All right, bet. All right, okay, I get it. He's making Kyoto great again. All right, I'm with it.
That is exactly what he is doing. He has his firstborn son is Akihara Nishiana, and he has been promoted to the general of the entire Nishiana army.
Okay.
And you know of Akihara finding... This was before you kind of worked your way up in the ranks and got to where you are. But you heard that Akihara had hired some people, not from here, to basically come over here and help teach the army how to fight.
Okay.
And these 6 foreigners ended up staying over here and becoming captains of different regiments within the army.
Okay.
And then we're going to go back to the Nishiana family with Shiraki Nishiana. It is the second-born son of Lord Nishiana, and you are basically his main bodyguard, I would say. That's kind of where you're at right now. You were once just a samurai, but now you're kind of protecting the emperor's son.
Yeah. Okay. On the second born. Okay. All right.
Yeah, the second born.
Yeah.
And one day, you get a summoning to meet Shiraki. And when you get there, he seems, frantic. He's just worried about things, running around, trying to grab things. And he's, oh, okay, finally you're here. Sanjuro, I have a job for you.
Oh, Sanjuro's not actually his name. That's the name he picks up.
Okay. What is his original name?
Musashi.
Musashi?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, Musashi, I have a job for you.
Hi. Yes, my lord.
Sorry, I was just.
Yes, my lord. Anything you need.
How do I put this? You're no longer a samurai.
My lord?
Okay.
What have I done to offend you?
No, nothing like that. Actually, it's because I trust you that I am putting you in this position. As he looks around to make sure no one's listening, he's like, come here. You can't tell anyone. But my plan is to overthrow my father.
I kind of just sort of look at him like, yes. Like, okay. And okay, yeah. So Musashi kind of looks at him with kind of thought in his face, and then goes, so he's like, so do you need me to, he's like, I see, do you need me to, be not attached to you so that I can do what needs to be done?
Yes, for now. I don't want you getting hurt. So what I'm gonna do is that Toshi, which I forgot to mention, Toshi is basically Shiraki's like personal assistant.
Okay.
She's like I'll post the art of Toshi. Which let me find. Here is the art of that's in general. Don't enter that. Dragon Slayer. Here's the art of Toshi.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks like just a generic, just super smart book girl. But you know some secret sides of her that she is his personal shinobi.
Okay. So she's like the perfect woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. As he's just like, all right, so she's got a boat down by the docks waiting for you. You're going to get on that and have to change your outfit. You can't have any affiliation with us. And everyone here knows your name. We're gonna have to change that too.
He nods at his lord and he says, he just kind of looks and says, "Very well, my lord. My name now is Sanjuro, of the mulberry fields." Well, I guess he looks out the window, sees a mulberry field, and then says, "That's my name, Sanjuro, the mulberry fields." And then I get so. Shit. Yeah, no, okay, so he just asked, so he's, where am I to go, my lord?
When you get on this boat, you'll be taken down to the very south of the island, the very tip. And you'll be dropped off there within the domain over there.
To the lands of Yumon. Very well.
Yes. It's a lawless place. Not any samurai or warriors of any sort, besides some roaming ronin, and that is what you're going to have to be.
Yes. He's fucking Musashi sort of just nods and is like, okay, all right, like that makes sense. And then then he looks at his lord and he's like, what's the firstborn's? Well, yeah, I guess he would just say something. He wouldn't be on a first name basis with him. He's like, that would be the land that the Lord's firstborn is having those 6 foreigners fighting in the lands of Oshina. Is that what you want me to do, my lord? Would you have me execute their influence from our great nation?
It's basically the gist of the plan. You single-handedly can't do it. it's a bit of a spiritual journey we all need to go on, which I need you to meet back up with me. I'm going to get a group together that fits perfectly with this quest. So in a few months' time, after you land, you'll meet me at this location, as he gives you a piece of paper.
I just take it and kind of put it in my pouch in my kind of undershirt, and then or in my sleeve or whatever the fuck I'm wearing. And then I look at the Lord again, and I kind of go, if my Lord permits it, does he wish me to slay the firstborn son as well? Or the firstborn son. Yeah, that's right. I think that's right.
Yes, I honestly, I think that would be, I think that's it's gonna happen. It's gonna come down to that.
Musashi nods and just goes, very well, my lord. If it comes to that, I will see the opportunity done, and I will make sure to kill those 6. He's like, he bows and then goes, I will depart immediately, my lord.
Yes, here, take these, as he hands you just a few, like, wads of paper. This is some information on the captains. I'm expecting you to learn this. You'll be my informant of the enemy.
I take the papers and I put them in the same pocket with all my other info.
Right, now go meet Toshi with the boat.
I nod and I bow my lord and I take my leave. Now, was he telling me whenever he's like in the lands of the, he's talking about Lord Newman, Lord Oshina, and all that stuff like as well, or was he talking about his brother and like the captains?
What do you mean, like?
When he's talking about gathering intel.
Oh no, he gave you intel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he gave you intel on the captains that he wants you to learn. Like, he wants you to learn it all, so you basically become the person who knows the information
about the guys. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, about the guys.
Right.
Which
I thought he was asking me to also like spy on the minor lords of the southern region. I was like, I mean, I can do that too. All right, no, I got him. I'm heading out of the door. I'm heading down to hot ninja girl.
Yeah, you
hot nerdy ninja girl.
Yes. You meet Toshi at the docks. You get on a boat and you head to the south. It's gonna be a time skip. You know, it takes weeks to get down to the south.
Yeah.
And in that time skip, I'm just gonna give you information on these captains.
All right, let me find my character's confession to the hot librarian girl. It'll be great. You guys will love it.
All right, Batu. The first captain you read about is Batu.
Yeah.
He is he prides himself on working the glaive, or whatever it's called in Japanese. Can't remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
So he's from the notes, you know, he's a very prideful person. He holds himself up, showing off his skills, and thinks he's absolutely the best. Like, he puts himself right up there with the Lord's firstborn son, the general.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Batu. This is the, like, you get just a general like sketch of him, but this is what he looks like.
So he wouldn't use the he wouldn't use like the he wouldn't use the Kyoso spear. He would use like, he's like using the Mongolian or like the Chinese kind of.
Yeah, he's using more of that.
Okay.
And then You have the second person you read about is Bede.
Okay.
Bede is someone who just like he honestly comes off as someone who doesn't care, but he's just doing a job. But that just the doesn't care attitude doesn't match what he can do, as he's a master at archery, and he's been known to never miss a shot on anything.
Okay.
There are like rumors of him being able to shoot a fly with an arrow that's 500 meters away. And this is Bede.
Okay, alright. So 2 Mongolians so far. Or is the first guy Chinese?
The first guy is Chinese.
Okay, alright.
Basically Chinese. My world equivalent to Chinese.
Okay. He's a bit of a Lubu.
Yes. And then the next person you read about is Chanar. Chanar is the anti-cavalry guy. He runs the anti-cavalry regiments, and he is known to use a very long and big nodachi. He's well known for getting nodachis that are bigger than most. He collects the biggest he can find.
Okay.
He has a huge just inventory of weapons at his disposal. And this is what Chanar looks like.
Okay, so he's here truly to fight. He's here because he's like, yeah, this is a place I can fight. You know, it's at war constantly. I love the weapons. Like, I'm here to fucking kill people. I love it.
And this guy, he's like a northern Mongol, like Siberian.
He's Russian. Yeah, that's
He's Russian.
That's what I'm assuming. Okay.
And then the next person you read about is Geyser.
So why are we at 4 of the 6?
Yeah, you're at 4 of the 6 right now.
Okay.
Geyser is a guy who, as well, thinks he's the best. He loves to fight and get in fist fights. He challenges everyone he can to a duel. And one of the things he does that is marked down is that he challenges everyone to a duel, lets them use their weapon, and then will only use his fist.
Okay, so he's a brawler.
And this is Geyser. He is also a Mongolian.
He's a Mongolian fighter. Okay. So he's gonna be the guy who drift fights. Basically.
And you learn of Kiratai. Kiratai is he honestly comes off as a very nice guy to most. He doesn't seem like too much of a problem, but he has been told, or there has been rumors of him, like if someone makes him mad, they'll pay for it. Like if one of his soldiers doesn't follow an order, the soldier's executed the next day.
Okay.
This is Kiratai. He is Chinese.
Okay.
And then the last one is Turbish. Turbish is a cavalry guy. He rides horses. He controls all the regiments with horses and cavalry units. And he's actually very well known to hire whores for all his men.
Sounds like a swell guy.
Yeah, to all his men, he is a very slow guy. And this is Turbish. He is he's a Mongolian, but he's done battles within the north. That's why he's in his art. He's furry.
So 3 Chinese, 2 Mongolians, 1 Russian.
No, it's 3 Mongolians, 2 Chinese, 1 Russian.
Yeah, that's what I said. 3 Mongolians, 2 Chinese, 1 Russian.
Okay. And yeah, that is the captains.
Those are the 6 on my hit list. All right. And the firstborn himself, who I know.
Yeah. You have met the firstborn personally. Here is what he wait. His name is different in my notes than his art. I like this name better. Ekihara. Ekihara Nishiyama. Nishima. This is the firstborn son. And I'll go ahead and show the art of the one you protect.
Yeah.
Shiraki Nishina.
The second born, yeah.
The second born. And then I'll even show Lord Nishina. Which you probably met maybe once or twice.
They're princes. They're all gonna be hot.
Princes. And then here is the Lord.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That is what you learn on your way to the south.
All right, bet.
I'll say you land within the city right here.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say getting down all the way to the tip would be like fucking.
It's very swampy. Like this whole bay here is nothing but swamps. Getting over here. As you get into the city, you immediately realize there is no rich section of the city. There is no rich section anywhere. Everyone is the exact same.
They're all dirt fucking poor. I actually probably look like I have the most money.
You do. And because of that, every kid, every starving person is begging for money or begging for food.
I'm keeping everything in my front pockets and I'm walking past, ignoring anyone, and if anyone gets too fucking close to me, I'm kicking them.
They don't get too close because they realize you're a Ronin. They see you carrying a sword. They don't get too close to you. But they are begging from a distance.
I just walk by them and I head to the nearest fucking, I guess, inn that I can.
Yeah, you get an inn and you get in there. It's completely filled. There are people just either sleeping everywhere or drinking something.
I'm gonna try to find a table that doesn't have any, or an area that doesn't have, that's near the bar or the inn keeps attention, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna be like, get the fuck over here, inn keep.
And you see that all tables are pretty much filled, but there's one that doesn't have too much, and there's an open spot, so you think maybe I could sit with them. But as you approach, they see you and they get up and just move out of your way.
Oh, that's good. I don't even have to fucking tell them to fuck off. That's great. All right. Yeah, I sit down and I wait for the innkeep.
Yeah, the innkeep comes over and is like, how can I help you?
I tell him sake and information. Tell me about what's happening around here.
As he bows, of course. And he takes off running, grabs a bottle of sake and a cup, and sets it down for you. As then he goes on to explain that since Yuman had taken basically the throne from the old lord, and he explains how that happens, how it happened. So Yuman was the servant of the old lord, and one day the lord was poisoned, and all evidence pointed to Yuman, the servant. Instead of being executed, the soldiers and samurai raised him up as the new lord. And
just to avoid a civil war?
Just to avoid a civil war, as Yuman then, with all this power that he's never had before, being a servant, used it poorly, which then caused all samurai, all trained men to just leave. They left. They either gave up or just left.
Yeah.
Then that just left this whole land undefended, and as well as the income wasn't that good in the first place, because most of the trading was happening in Lord Ray's or Lord Ono's domain.
Yeah.
And no trading company wanted to come down here because of the swamps.
Yeah.
And now, since there were no defenses here and no other boats coming in and out, pirates from nearby islands decided this is going to be ours to mess around with.
Okay.
And that's what happened with most of the coastal cities. Most of the coastal cities are hit by pirate raids every few months.
Or they're just straight up under pirate control.
Yeah, or they're just straight up under pirate control. Like the two southernmost cities, this one and this one, they are under pirate control.
Completely.
Yeah, they completely. They say they don't even consider themselves part of this domain.
Okay. All right, and that's basically the long and skinny of anything going on here. That's important.
Yeah, and it's basically it. No one really gets income or food because of how it is, and when someone does get something, it's either stolen or they're killed for it.
Okay. So Sanjuro kind of takes in all this information. It's just like, okay, all right. And he decides that well, there's no point in lingering here. He pays for his sake, and then he leaves the and he heads out on the road.
Are you heading north, or where were you heading?
Yeah, so I read that intelligence that he gave me, or like those instructions or whatever, of where he's telling me to meet up.
Mm-hmm. Where he told you to meet up is in this city here.
Yeah. So I start heading up to the coast, to the next green town on the coast here, and then I'm gonna head up to that purple town, and I'm gonna head up to the other purple town. I'm gonna take that road north.
Yeah, as you get to this next green town, this one is a little bit better off. They get a little bit of trade from the Ono's domain over here. A few boats come in and out, so it's better off. You see some money being passed around, but again, its best is your city's poor sector's lowest.
Yeah. So yeah, I see nothing. I see nothing really. But I haven't been bothered on the roads or anything like that. I'm not getting accosted by anyone. Like bandits or nothing trying to bother me.
You did get word that there are some bandits here and there that like to just pick on travelers, but you're guessing because you hold yourself as a samurai, as well as you're carrying a sword that's in plain sight. No one really wants to bother you.
Yeah, that's scaring off most attempts on me. All right. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I guess I'll do my typical stuff of eating, provisions, paying for my food, whatever. And I'll continue over to Lord Ashina's, I guess, easternmost dominion.
Yeah. As you head up there, a little bit before you get to the city, honestly, it doesn't take long. Like from this city to this city, it took half a day.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna take. You could stay there for the rest of the day, and then overnight, and then it'll only take a day from you to get all the way here. So it takes about another half a day to get like right outside the city here.
Okay.
Where you are stopped by, or no, you're not stopped yet. You see ahead of you some soldiers of Lord Oshina's domain, just patrolling the road.
Huh. I am going to take a wide fucking stealth around those guys, and I'm gonna fucking sneak into Lord Oshina's dominion.
Roll. Did y'all see that roll? The dice?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna roll stealth.
Yeah, roll stuff for me. It's pretty good. As the cops are now on your tail.
No. Or are we hearing that from my outside?
I'm hearing that from your outside.
Oh, okay, alright. I thought they actually spotted my ass.
No, it was a joke.
Okay.
No,
Exactly that word. The fucking ambulance fucking going as I'm rolling a stealth.
You sneak around these guards, they don't seem to spot you at all.
Alright.
They're not really, you can just tell they're not really paying attention to like who's coming down the road. They're just looking around, just honestly being really lazy.
Alright, well, I'll sneak past them, and once they're out of sight, I'll get back on the road.
You get back on the road and you make it into this town. This town is kind of like a middle ground. You see some buildings holding the flags of Oshina and some buildings holding the flag of Ono.
Okay.
And, but there's not like any fights going on or anything like that. You see some arguments in the street, but that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go to... Yeah, I guess I don't really need to go to an inn here.
Yeah, it'll take you the rest of the day to get to the city.
I guess... Yeah, I guess I'll just head over to, Yeah, I'll head over to that city then, I guess. I'll just wander on over.
Yeah, you head over to the city, you get in. You do know that you still have a few more weeks before you are supposed to meet Nishina, or Shiraki there.
Well, shit.
Yeah, you're just, you were sent a bit of time early so you can just get used to some of the land, some of the people. Play the part of like you've been here since your whole life.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go to the inn here, and I'll speak to the innkeeper there. Now that I'm in a more proper town where I'm not like actually the richest person.
Yeah, as you were like Shiraki did give you a pretty hefty sum of money to keep yourself fed and give you housing. But yeah.
What's considered modest to a lord is like a fortune to peasants.
Yeah. You do find a pretty good inn. A little bit on the high end.
Okay. I mean, is that the only one that I find immediately?
No. You find multiple. You find ones of lower quality, middle quality, higher end. There's inns all over this city.
Okay, I'll go to the one that's distinctly like middle class.
middle class. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go to that because if I linger around the high class, I'll probably attract unwanted attention. If I'm in the little middle class ones, I won't be out of place.
Hey, you find in this inn, like when you peek in, you see some like working class men, as well as you see some soldiers in the back corner, like off-duty soldiers, just kind of drunk.
Okay.
And that's really it. It's not too much of too many people in here.
Okay, good, excellent. I'll claim my own table, and then I'll kind of repeat my little shtick of asking the innkeep for booze and for information to give me the skinny on what's happening in town, because I'm from Lord Human's domains, and I ain't working for that song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It basically just explains that in this city, a lot of we're seeing more soldiers around now because the threat of Nishiana. And he tells you not to worry because Oshina's army is the best. Just how he says it. Oh, Oshina's army is the best. You don't have nothing to worry about. They'll take Nishiana and take him all the way back to his city.
Yeah, Sanjuro's just kind of like, oh, that's good. I don't, I'm not frightened of war or anything like that, but having a big army against Lord Nishina, that will definitely have your walls better, or have you better sleeping better at night, having your walls more secure.
Yeah, we get a lot of your kind, old swordsmen or people who think they're good with the sword come from humans area. Ever since the fall of that domain.
Yeah, so I know the previous lord's name, right?
Of the green area?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, basically I'm just like, yeah, pour that previous lord. I'm like, he was someone who was worthy to at least hold your sword for. He could run a dominion. Now with the current tragedy of that land, I'm better off putting my services to Oshino or maybe Ono or perhaps Lord Ray. But but he kind of hand waves and he's like, but enough about the fall of a doomed land, right? That's. So he kind of raises his cup and goes, looking to the future, right? And then he kind of asks him, he's like, so are there any? He's like, so is there any work that an old swordsman like me could find? You think?
Also, the name of the emperor before you, or the lord before human, was Lord Sato.
Lord Sato. Okay, yeah. Poor Lord Sato. He was worthy of wielding a blade for.
Yeah.
Quit on the spot.
You ask for some work, as he's like, well, you could join the army. They're always looking for new recruits. But
Sanjuro shrugs and goes, "Oh, I don't know. One assassination and one assassination, and then you're stuck with a man like Human."
It's just jobs around for swordsmen. Everyone's looking for a bodyguard or as he looks over at the soldiers in the corner and realizes they're too drunk to really care, as he whispers, or hired killer, go into the dark alleys.
Okay, and then Sanjuro just kind of like, oh, okay. Kind of pretends to be semi-shocked, like, oh yeah, okay, all right. And okay, so he's like, all right. He's like, thank you for the information and all that. And then
that's what you human men are all about.
He shrugs and goes, well, I at least like to hold myself to a higher standard. Again, human is given the land a bad name ever since he's taken over. That's why I refuse to wield my sword for him. But I take your meaning. And then he pays for his sake, and then he goes, I thank you, Innkeep. And then he wanders out, and then I guess he's gonna wander the town a bit. And I guess, honestly, he's gonna kind of wander around and just sort of see what happens. He's just gonna kind of wander the streets a bit, you know, maybe get a feel for the town, and then if nothing happens, he'll find a place he likes, and maybe like another inn or whatever, maybe sit there. But
Yeah. This is a pretty normal city. You got, you know, the parts where it's high end and the rich folk walk around and are, you know, pulled around on carts. Then you have the lower end where you see shady deals going on in alleyways or fights breaking out on corners where guards end up stepping in and breaking it up. You do get a few looks from people, you know, carrying around a sword. But being so close to the border to human, they don't really pay too much mind.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
You just kind of guess like they see this quite often.
Yeah, there's gotta be plenty of human Ronin that come out from the lands. Yeah, okay.
Even the guards, they just like they look at you, look down at your sword, and like
They just kind of shrug.
and they kind of make a face of like I got an eye on you, but that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. See, I'm waiting for the Roni Kenshin moment where some other asshole who's really skilled with the sword, like, you know, tries to kill some little boy, and then I gotta save him, right? And then I get invited to live at some dojo.
You know, I've never seen Roni King. Can't say the name. Roni Kenshin. I want to. It's actually on my watch list. I haven't watched it yet.
It's actually really good. It's more in the Edo period though, so it's not. It's a bit more based on the whole Sanjuro like Yojimbo thing, where it's all Edo period. So
yeah,
like where I really am like an old swordsman who's killed a bunch of people, who's like, you know, now kind of in a land of peace where they don't really need me anymore. But that's not at all what this place is. We're in the land of war, baby. Okay, shit. I guess, man. I guess since I have a few weeks.
Yeah, is there anything specific you want to do in those weeks?
Yeah, I guess. So, I guess while I'm scouting the city, especially the sort of seedy parts of town, do I like it's all on the individual. There's no like gangs. There's not like any kind of gangs or anything like that.
No, not really. Not really any gangs in this time. Like
that would be more human area.
Yeah, that's more human area. But you do like you get rumors, like asking around that there were gangs before. Like the city, it's always been a very nice city, or a pretty nice city. But before it wasn't as heavily guarded. It kind of had its own. Basically, it had its own law, different than the capital of Oshina, but it was still Oshina's domain. Still loyal to Oshina, just kind of had its own law. But with the war being so close, Oshina's like personal, you know, warriors and samurai are in this town.
Yeah, in their keeping. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, and I have like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, you have about 2 weeks, which is only like 10 days.
Yeah. Okay. Shit, I'm not just gonna fucking wait 10 days. And you said it takes like a day and a half to get back to human city down on the
Yeah,
coast.
it takes about a day from where you're at. It takes about a day to get here, a day and a half to get here,
Okay.
about 2 days to get down to here.
All right. All right. I guess since since I've scouted out this city, determined that it's really nice, determined that the other city on the other coast is pretty fucking nice, and to sort of at least feel like I can at least do something in right where it's like, oh, I'm from Human, like I had shit done with Human. My guy decides to go back to the slightly nice, not the one that's in the swamp, but the one that's an airway.
Yeah.
I'll go to that town, and
A slightly nicer city.
Yeah, I'll start making my way back to that town, and if that only takes a day, I'll also have 9 days to fuck around in that town. Hold on, I'll be right back. Need some bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
I will give you a little bit more information that you'll know just from asking around, traveling around. Just a little bit on the different domains. Human, Human. Poor, dirty, lawless area.
Yeah.
There's pirates. Oshina, major army. Pretty nice, lawful. Like there's a lot of laws, a lot of care in the laws as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, what you hear is that the Lord is more for his people. He wants his people to be happy. He wants, there's a lot of trade that comes into this major city over here.
Yeah.
That, or there was once a lot of trade that came into this major city. Because of the war, a lot of people had stopped coming to this area.
Yeah, it's died out.
It's kind of died out a bit, but they're still holding on strong. They have a pretty nice army. And they're, I wouldn't say really wealthy, like a really wealthy state. They're decently wealthy. Lord Ray, there is a lot of trade that comes to this city. There used to be a lot of trade that went to all three of the major cities, or four, if you count these two, and then this one.
Yeah.
Even though there's a war going on, there's still a lot of trade. A lot of trade comes to this city here.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I made the comparison before, but Lord Ray, Ray's domain is basically Texas, how it runs and governs.
It's very independent from the rest of Kyoto.
Yeah, they think they're the best, and honestly, the best position they have is because of how tight this path into Ray's domain.
Yeah.
Fighting Nishina would have to climb the mountains to really be of any.
Or get a navy going.
Mm-hmm.
Which he could, but it would take time, I guess. And Lord Ray also has his own navy, so.
Yeah, he does have his own navy.
Is he closer to the side that's with China and Mongolia and all that, and that's why he's got more powerful trade going?
Yeah, this side over here to the west is it's open ocean for a while.
Yeah, okay.
The only way they would get trade is if they went, from the north to around the island.
Yeah, to the rest of Kyoto. Okay.
Yeah. They get a lot of trade that just comes straight from the west, and then they also some trade that comes from the northwest.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of Ray governs like Texas. Ono governs kind of like California does.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's basically it. You know, Nishina being
Yeah. Basically the Imperial Japan. All right, and then okay, so I make it back to this town.
You make it back to that town. I'm guessing you ask around for jobs.
No, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna try to identify where the gangs are. I'm gonna provoke a gang war.
You're gonna provoke it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You find some gangs. You find 2 major gangs.
Okay.
Well, actually, there's about 3 major gangs.
Okay.
One from the north, one from the south, and then you have a gang that hangs around the docks a lot of the time. They're basically pirates. They're basically like landed pirates that have just stayed here.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna sort of go to the border of the north and the south gang.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna see if there looks like anybody who like is worth talking to within the like any kind of gang higher up. Do I have to roll like a perception on that or something?
Well, investigation.
Yeah, alright. Ooh, I'm proficient in that. Oh, but I landed a 5! Shit!
You don't quite find anyone really high up. You do find just some low life gang members who just stick around the border looking for a fight.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna see if there's any kind of inn near this border area.
Yeah, there is an inn.
Alright. I'm gonna move over to that inn, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna talk to the innkeeper.
Yeah, as you get in this inn, you notice one odd thing. In the inn, there is a white chalk line just drawn down the walls, across the floor, up the other wall. And you see people sitting on both sides of the line. Some of them, every now and then, will look over, yell something at the people across the line, and throw something at them.
Okay, alright. I'll roll another investigation, since I don't usually see that in an inn. I'll roll another investigation for this. I'll see if there's anyone who looks like they're worth talking to. God damn.
You do have proficiency, but you just are not rolling good.
Well, yeah, honestly, my base 13 would probably do me better.
As again, you don't really find too much. People who stand out.
They just look like generic gang scumbags.
Yeah, the innkeeper does notice you kind of like looking around, trying to see something. He's just like, I know it's a little weird. You've probably never seen this before, but the gangs, they love the inn. I get a lot of money from it, but they kept fighting each other over it. I decided to come up with this. They stay on their sides most of the time.
So Sanjuro, I guess, wanders over to where I'm assuming the innkeeper's standing at like a bar or something like that, like where like anyone can walk up to, I guess.
Yeah.
So Sanjuro, he just kind of leans on the bar and he's just like, so what, explain these guys to me, like what's their what's their beef? He's like, cause I'm in need of some cash.
Well, the leaders of the 2 clans are brothers, and when Human took over, the brothers were like, one brother wanted to take the whole city for himself and declare himself not a part of this domain anymore. The other brother thought it would be better to keep the pirates away and stay a part of the domain. They argued, they got their own followers, and eventually turned into this.
And
Both brothers are dead. Pirate raid.
and so Sanjuro just kind of nods his head like, oh, okay. He's like, so who's running them now?
So the northern group is run by the older brother's wife. And the southern group, no one knows who runs it. I think they just kind of get together at like a meeting and they're all like, let's do this.
Okay, and I'm assuming I can tell where the northern group is or the southern group is.
Yeah, you can tell.
All right. So I look at the innkeep and I go, so this widow, where can I find her?
Go to the northern part of the city. Look for the biggest building. She'll be there.
He just shrugs and goes, well, you know. And then he goes, basically he goes, who's the biggest guy for the north here, for the northern gang here?
Here, you're looking for like biggest in looks or biggest in skills?
Authority.
As he kind of looks around and is like, that'd be two-toed Mike over there. Mike? Why Mike? No, it's Mike. That's not a Japanese name.
Mika. There you go.
Mika. There you go. Two-toes Mika over there.
All right. So I wander over to Mika, and I go. So I wander over to Mika and I say, "Hey, I need to speak with your boss. I mean, your boss, that widow. I need her to hire me." And he goes, "Look, I'll prove how good I am." And then I walk over to the southern area, to the southern part of the bar. I'm assuming they're all gang members, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna just walk over to the fucking biggest, toughest guy there on that southern part of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
How many attacks do I have?
You have 2.
Oh my god. Fuck off. With these low fucking rolls.
Well, I'll give you advantage since he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
That does hit though. That does hit.
Okay. Alright.
You do 8 damage as, this big guy is just minding his business, taking a drink as he sees you walk over, he looks up at you, and you slice his hand off.
Well, I'm not done with him yet.
As he grabs his arm to start screaming, you cut off his head.
And then, I guess I look at the rest of the guys who are around him. How many other guys are in the southern area? Because I'm just gonna kill all of them.
There's about 4 other guys, but one of them is passed out drunk, just kind of in the corner. The other 3 kind of like jump up real fast and like reach for some weapons.
The drunk guy I'll leave. The other 3 I'm gonna. I guess, can I attack?
Well, let me grab your character.
Say, I guess, yeah. Just do the combat at this point.
Yeah, let me start. Let me add this. All right, go ahead and roll your initiative.
I love my initiative modifier.
Yes, it's because you get a bonus in your initiative. Get an extra +5 in your initiative from one of the
perks of being a Ronin.
Yeah. Yeah, you go first.
All right.
You see 3 guys. One has like a hooked sword. You know this perfectly for like going against katanas. precisely. You see one with a club, and one who couldn't find a weapon ends up just grabbing a chopstick.
I'll go for the guy with the anti-katana weapon first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, did I roll fucking 4? Oh my god.
But that does hit. You run up and you hit him.
Alright. And I'll hit him again.
Yeah, as you do just 2 quick slices across his chest as he falls backwards dead.
With my wakizashi... Oh no, that's all. It's okay, it's one action. Never mind.
As then it will be these guys' turn as the guy with the club runs up and tries to hit you. What is your AC? Your AC is fine. He doesn't hit.
He doesn't even hit.
Parry is basically like if it beats your AC, you can use a reaction to. It says, yeah.
Yeah. Bam.
He misses, but the guy with the chopstick runs up and tries to stab you in the face with it, but ends up just tripping.
All right, back to me. I'm gonna katana the man with the club.
That hits, and you do some damage to him. He's still up.
Well, god damn it.
We're just not lucky today.
Yeah, this fucking holy fuck. I guess my katana got stuck in the table.
Yeah, as you hit him with the first one, as then you go to swing at him again, it does get stuck in the wall beside him.
Okay.
Then it is his turn.
Yeah, now his turn.
He's going to swing at you. This time it does hit.
I'm gonna parry with my wakizashi.
Yeah.
What do I need to do?
So just over the parry, hit the little dice that like pops up.
I did. It's just doing the...
There it goes. At second level, if you were holding or can draw from this weapon. Proficiency bonus for the ace of your AC. Whoa, what is your proficiency? 3. That would cause it to miss, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's just apply. Okay.
And that would cause it to miss, but you can spend 1 spirit point, which you have spirit points up to your wisdom modifier, which is just 1 at the moment.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do this here. Points. It's 1 out of 1. You could use a spirit point to double your proficiency bonus for the AC, but and if you do so, you can deflect the attack, which will just give you advantage on your next melee weapon.
Okay. Well, I don't need to do that, right?
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, just the normal parry. Okay. All right.
But then the other guy, chop guy, comes up behind you, running, and just trips over a pillow again. This time he falls straight on his face.
Okay. I'm not even gonna bother to unstuck my katana. I'm just gonna whack a jashi.
Yeah, with that, you stab him right in the throat.
All right.
And he falls over dead.
And then I'll take my action to free my. Why does it cost an action to free my katana out the?
Yeah, and since you did attack once, it is.
That's fine because I was gonna tell the guy with the chopstick. I was gonna be like, basically like, go run. Tell your bosses that their enemies now have a warrior who's gonna kill them. Basically, like a warrior who's actually able to fight. And then I walk back to Nikkei.
Yeah, the guy with the chopstick, he does get up and just runs out crying.
Yeah. And so I walk back to Mika and I'm like, how's that for an introduction? Right, like, take me to your boss.
Well, we don't normally kill them. We just get in fish fights, but that was cool.
I kind of scoff at her. I'm like, aren't you trying to take over this town? What are you, small potatoes? I thought y'all were gangsters.
Well, the old leaders didn't want to fight each other a lot because they were brothers. They still cared, but they just had different mindsets.
Sanjuro shrugs and goes, "They're dead, aren't they? Now it's fighting for what's left of the kingdom. It's either going to be you or them. Someone has to drive out the pirates from the docks."
I'm a persuasion with advantage.
Persuasion with advantage. That was 6.
Yeah, the 18, you were. You're right. You are definitely right. Come on, boys. Let's go tell the leader. We're going to take over the city tonight.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I follow to the widow.
Yeah. As he takes you to the leader. Or he takes you to this house and then takes you into there to meet the leader. She's just... The moment you walk in, she's like, I already got the news. You killed them. Why did you do that?
He's like, he goes, to offer my services, ma'am. I'm here to make this your town now.
Yeah, Mika pipes up in the back, like, yeah, miss, he's gonna make the town ours. We're gonna rule it all. As she just kind of puts her hands on her head. We never... Listen, it was just some brotherly quarrel. They didn't really want to fight too often. There were a few fist fights, and when they died, I took over his spot to keep, his legacy going. But really, it's just a front. I don't really want to run anything. I don't even know how to run a business. As she motions to the building y'all are in, as you realize it's trying to be a clothing store, but it looks like it gets no business.
And so I look at the widower and I go, and I just go, ma'am, from what I understand, this town was split between the two brothers. One side now has no one to guide their family. They're led by someone who no one even knows. The other side is led by you. So in a sense, you're responsible for both halves of this empire. And some stranger has taken the other half of your city. Now you can find someone else to run the logistics for you, but you have a duty as the widow of your husband to take the city.
But I don't want the city. I just want to run my clothing store.
Sanjuro shrugs and goes, surely your husband then had a man that he could trust, someone who can run it for you.
Mika raises his hands and kind of jumps a bit. I met the boss twice before.
I look at Mika and I go, so who's met the boss the most?
As they all look over to one guy who's he's a really big fat guy as he's eating in the corner. As then the lady's pipes and say, I told you not to eat in here, you're getting grease all over the clothes. Don't use that as a napkin.
So Sanjuro kind of walks over to this guy and he's gonna say, So you're the most experienced man in the gang, then.
You could say that.
And he kind of looks at him. He goes, "And you never wanted to take over?"
No, I never been the leader. I always follow.
Sanjuro just kind of looks and goes, "Huh. All right."
The old boss used to call me his strongest warrior. I was his bodyguard. As he like stands up, you realize he was sitting down, but he was like the same height as you, sitting down. As he stands up, he's a good 2-3 feet taller than you.
That kind of puts a smile to Sanjuro's face, and he goes, "Well, big man, I think it's time you get a promotion. Don't worry, I'll show you exactly what you need to do to keep order in this town."
And I knock some heads.
Sanjuro just kind of snaps and goes, "See, he's already getting it. All right, now all I need to get you to do is to identify a couple of problems, like those docks, and then maybe in the south. Who do you think is a bigger problem? The boys in the south or those pirates in the docks? You already talk about how it wasn't much but fist fights between you and them guys in the south of town. And it sounded like the pirates were the guys who killed your old bosses."
Well, the boys in the south, they don't really know how to fight that well. I beat them all before. Them pirates, though, they're sneaky. They say they're not going to use knives, but then they do. It hurts.
Well, I think we've identified our biggest problem here. I don't think it's the boys in the south. In fact, I think we need to get those boys from the south, and we need to get them organized so that we can kill these pirates. So that's what we're gonna do. You get all the boys you can in the north. Leave a few here to guard the widow, and then we'll go down and we'll make the boys from the south one big family again.
Yeah, he's Mika and Mika and Awazaki, you protect the missus. We gonna go get them boys. Yeah, as he gets the rest of the men and he just walks out.
All right. I guess I'm gonna talk to the widow and just basically tell her, look, stay here. Try to run your laundromat and keep your head down. He's like, I'm gonna this down for you, whether you like it or not. And he's like, don't worry. He's like, I'll just take whatever payment I need from the pirates.
He just looks at you. He's like, you really picked Goto to be the leader of this new city.
He shrugs and just goes, I'm not going to be around here long enough to see the consequences.
That man can't even spell his name.
He kind of looks and then he goes, but is he really worse than Lord Human? And then he walks out.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm gonna. Are we gonna do another thing later?
No, this is fine.
Okay.
We're just gonna do like a fast forward and then a time skip.
I was gonna say, yeah, because we can just have him gather up the boys, and yeah, if the guys in the south are really kind of like, if I killed like literally some of their strongest guys, like I'm basically just gonna bully them into being canned meat fodder for us to take out the bandits.
You kind of go with Goto. Here, I'll type his name. Goto, as I don't know why I said it was you that said it.
But Goto, yeah.
Yeah, he you kind of follow him. I never even started the fight. You follow him to the south as he's brought a whole bunch of men. And it just yells out like, I want to meet the boss. Give me the big man. As a few people just walk out. And they're like, what do you want, Goto? You're not allowed down here. As like, you could tell they all kind of look a little scared.
That's whenever I walk up and go, we're here to unify the clans. There's a bigger problem than this little domestic quarrel we have.
What is these problems?
The problem that killed your previous boss, the pirates on the docks. From what I understand, there used to be an order this town. 2 brothers, 2 gangs, north and a south. There wasn't any needless complication. But now, with old Lord Human and the coast as dangerous as ever, we got pirates. Pirates that don't play by the rules, right, Goto?
No, they don't play by the rules. They use knives when they say they won't, and then they prick you in the ass.
And Sanjuro he pulls his arms apart, and he's just like, I couldn't have said it better myself. You can't trust him. He's like, now look, there's no hard feelings about your boys. I just needed to make a statement that I'm here to make things change, and change for good. Now we're gonna go kill these pirates, and you're gonna come help us, because this is your town too, and you need to properly avenge your boss, like good men do.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
With a 9. God damn!
You see that this gets a few of the lackeys around, and 1 or 2 are like, you guess are the big guys, the ones that are doing some of the talking. They agree, but then the biggest, like, in terms of size, kind of steps up and gets right in front of you and Goto. He's like, I don't really trust you. I think you're gonna make us fight them pirates, and then you're gonna stab us in the back. And he's like, if you want to fight, we'll have a fight. As he goes to draw a sword, but then Goto just slams his fist on the top of his head.
Yeah.
As you just with this one hit on the top of his head, you see his skull the other guy's skull cave in, and his neck just go inside of him, basically. His whole head just kind of goes into his ribcage.
Nice. And so whenever he falls down, Sanjuro just kind of starts like walking in front of Goto and like steps over the guy's body, and like he's talking, and he's like, you see, that's just not true. If I'm gonna stab anyone, it's gonna be right in their gut, right in the eye where they can see me. Now, are there any other questions, or are we gonna kill some pirates?
You see, like, the rest of the captain, big guys look at each other, like, guess we're killing some pirates.
And that's when Sanjuro, that's the spirit, lads. We're all one big happy family now, aren't we? To the docks! And he gets them hyped to go murder some pirates.
Yeah, you go with these people to the docks as... Yeah, they charge these pirates.
As I'm going to the docks, like, I'm telling all the guys, like, don't show them any mercy, fight dirty, right? Like, the pirates are gonna fight dirty back, take them by surprise, and just kill them all, like, just massacre them, right? Like, we're taking over the docks. There's no question. Also steal all their shit.
Sure, they all agree. As you go to the docks, they just start charging, yelling. They start attacking. A fight does break out. You don't really kind of stick to the back. You don't really fight much. A few pirates, or like 1 or 2 pirates, break free and charge at you, but you take care of them. you do notice that Goto is insanely strong. As you see him he's picking up pirates by the head and chunking them against walls. And just clotheslining people. And like when he clotheslines them, you see their chest kind of cave in with the clothesline.
Nice. Oh, that's great.
You see him he picks up a pirate by the ankle and swings him around above his head and then throws him at some other pirates. But yeah, the fight ends with one or two pirates getting on a boat and trying to get away, but some of the gang members jump on the boat and attack them. And yeah,
drag him back. Nice.
All the pirates are taken care of.
All right, and that is the gang war provoked and resolved.
Yeah. As at the end of this, they all kind of cheer out and then go get drinks with each other.
and the innkeep removes the paint in the inn. And then,
yeah, he removes the paint.
Yeah, and so and Sanjuro gets the widow and says and basically goes, see, now look, he's gonna eat here, not in your business, right? He's like, look, just tell him what to do. You know, he honestly, he'd probably make a pretty good husband. You just feed him and tell him what to do. It won't be that hard, I promise. Just make sure that anyone who threatens your authority and your gang, you just kill them with overwhelming force. That's all that being a lord is, m'lady.
I guess.
He goes, he kind of takes her hand and he's just like, don't worry. He's like, I'll write a letter to a friend. We can see about getting you some help in this small town. He goes, who knows? Maybe this little lesson you can overthrow Lord Newman. Again, you would probably be much better. And then he lets go of her hand and just kind of turns around, looks at Goto and goes, I'll be, I may be around. I may have need of your services in the future, leader.
As he smiles I'm a big boy now.
Sanjuro claps his shoulder and goes, that you are, my friend. And then he, I guess he'll stay at the inn for that night and I guess,
I think this took a couple days, but yeah, you can stay, and then by the time you head back up north to the city you need to be, it'll be the day before you need to meet.
Yeah, and then I'll just wait until then I guess, or I don't really think there's gonna be any. But I guess I will go back up to that city, and I will send either a raven or a messenger or something, basically saying, I don't know if it's going to be back to my lord, but actually, yeah, I'll send a letter back to my lord from I don't know if I'll use my fake. Yeah, I'll use my fake name. Actually, no, I'll use my real name, Mushashi.
Yeah.
That explaining the situation in that town, and that there's basically no lord in that town. It's now the widow of one of the previous kind of lower lords, and that basically it's she's ripe to be made into one of our, we just need to send literally one of our men down there to run the town for her, and then that'll be our town. Basically, he ends up saying that.
Yeah, you do know that Shiraki wants to overthrow his father and take over, and then try to unite the rest of Kyoso in a peaceful way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say you get into town at night, you write this letter at night, and then you'll send it off in the morning when you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
As you wake up in the morning, you are greeted by a familiar face sitting on your desk reading the note as you see Toshi.
Sanjuro tries to not be mildly freaked out at that, and he just kind of asks her, "How long has she been there?"
Well, I came in last night. Your window was open. I just climbed in. Yeah. As she's like looking at the note, she's like, "You don't really have to send this. You'll be talking to the Lord today, actually, if you'd follow me."
Sanjuro looks at her and goes, "Here? He's here? Like
yes.
in Ochina's territory?"
Yes, we had to sneak around, do this, do that. He is here, but he is in hiding. He's at a warehouse, the location where we told you to meet.
Sanjuro's just like, all right. I thought I'd be meeting one of his men, not him himself. Very well, let's go.
He's like, nah, he wanted to meet this new group he got together in person. He had handpicked every single one of them himself.
Sanjuro just kind of shrugs and goes, and I'm assuming I'm here to babysit a lot of them, right?
She smiles like, yeah, pretty much. You are the overseer of the group as well as, the main, our plan. They don't really know our plan. They will soon.
I also represent his authority. He kind of grabs the bridge of his nose and he's just like, oh, this is going to be great. He's like, I can only hope that they're not actually a bunch of crazy people.
She just clasps her hand together and just smiles. She's like, oh, they're wonderful. And yes, that is why our Lord has chosen you specifically. He trusts you, and then you show his authority.
He's just like, Sanjuro just looks at her and goes, I don't believe you for a second, but all right, let's go.
Let's go meet the Lord. As she takes you to this warehouse. You get in this warehouse. This warehouse is completely abandoned, empty besides one table that sits in the middle. And in front of this table stands Shiraki. It's like, was that? Oh, sorry, Sanjuro.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again.
He goes, good to meet you for the first time, Lord. If yes. You are a lord, I suspect you are nobility, and he's kind of chuckling or whatever, and then he, as he walks closer, he goes, in all seriousness, it is good to see you.
Yes, it is very nice to see you. Now, you know the gist of our plan.
Yeah, Musashi's kind of nodding his head. He's like, expel the foreigners if we can, kill Lord Nishida's firstborn. Well, I mean, again, I know his name. I don't really know if I should be calling him by his first name, so I can fucking know the guy. But we need to slay Ikehara and his 6 foreigners. And he goes, and he informs the Lord of a potential entryway into the human territory, with one of their potentially better cities being ripe for takeover from our influence. I informed him of all that.
As he smiles like, see, this is why I trust you, and you were perfect for the job. I'm glad I sent you a few weeks early.
Sanjuro nods and goes, it was fun, honestly. He's like he goes, it was fun, and then he goes, honestly, one capable diplomat could take over all of Lord Human's territory. It is honestly shocking he has not been taken over by Oshina, but I guess Nishina's been keeping him too busy for that.
Oh no, Oshina could send a group of 5 samurai and take over the whole place.
Yeah.
But
Sanjuro laughs and goes, he actually can.
it's like, but I don't think Oshina really wants to bother with it. It's swampland riddled with pirates. It would be more work fixing it than it would taking it over.
Sanjuro shrugs and goes, why fix it? Just strip the conscript the population to be your Ashigaru and keep them away from that hellish swamp. I'm sure they'd be glad to settle in any land that isn't there.
Well, yes, but they are. A lot of them are still loyal to Sato, even though he's not here.
Yeah, Sanjuro nods and goes, that was a tragedy.
As he kind of like laughs, like, you know, I heard a rumor that it wasn't Yuman that poisoned him. It was actually his wife.
Yuman's wife or Sato's wife?
Sato's wife.
Well, that backfired.
Yeah, no one knows what happened to her. I think she ran.
Sanjuro kind of he looks at the Lord and he goes, with the state that country is in, I would not blame her. They would all want her dead.
Anyways, let us go meet the group you will be leading.
Sanjuro sort of he almost cringes and he goes, he just goes, my lord, please tell me this isn't another one of your schemes like before, where I was in charge of something that he was too unseemly for you to be in charge of.
Oh no, this is much better. This one will actually work.
Sanjuro Musashi looks at his lord and he just goes, with all due respect, my lord, I don't believe you.
What he does, he takes you into a room on the side. When you walk in, you are greeted by 4 people. In the corner sits a drunk.
There's a sigh. There's an audible sigh from Musashi. Oh god.
At the table sits a samurai that you can tell is from Oshina's domain. Like an actual samurai.
Like a legitimate. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's in the armor, the uniform, everything.
Sanjuro's a little bit slightly more relieved. He's like, okay, all right.
Greetings.
Right beside him sits kind of a smaller man who carries this really giant sword.
Is that Cody or Molly?
That's Cody's character.
Okay, alright.
Look, Samurai, for the last time, if you want to cough up the coin for some materials, I'll make you your own.
I don't
sword.
want your damn sword.
Then why do you care if I don't use it?
It's being wasted on you.
You know what? Prove yourself and I'll give it to you. How about that?
And is that it? Is that the... Or I'm assuming that's
There's one more.
Well, no. At first you don't see them. They just didn't appear to you. But then you kind of look around the room again and you notice someone
here
about as tall as Goto was standing over you. As you see a female Goliath.
Look, it's integral to my character that he have a giant muscle mommy girlfriend. Okay,
I'm just looking you up and down.
to his character.
So, I mean,
Sanjuro's just kind of staring. He's just staring, and just kind of like, huh? Okay.
What are you looking at?
He just says, "You. What the hell are you? You're like a giant."
I walk up to you, doing a size comparison.
I just.
Sandra, you're at the perfect height where your head is just equal to her.
Yeah, you're just shoving your tits in my face. And Sanjuro's.
I just look over at the prince and
he's like, what? How are you? How? Why? What?
I just look over at my table mate. I'm like, quite the charmer, this one, huh?
And then
I look at the Lord. I'm like, is this one broken?
It seems so.
he's like, does she have hair? Does she like on her head or is she bald?
Here, I'll show you the concept art real quick.
I was gonna say because Kara has hair, but I don't know if that's like apocryphal to Goliath's or not.
No,
I think
it's
Goliath's. Okay.
Boom, here it is. Coming up right about now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Giant, strong muscles on me. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, did Goliaths have elf ears? I thought they had normal people ears.
I think it just depends on the art. Because sometimes you find it with pointy ears, sometimes you don't.
So, but like this country never fucking sees anyone besides humans, though, right? Kyoso?
For the most part.
You hardly see anything other besides humans.
Okay.
I do.
The only other times like you'll ever hear of something that's not really human is slaves.
Okay. So Sanjuro's kind of, he's kind of like done like kind of questioning her. He's just like all right, okay. He's like, I guess if you're not like a slave or something along those lines, you're a mercenary. He's like, I've never seen anything like you ever.
Also, I found some art for Goto.
God.
Yeah.
This is Goto.
Oh my god.
Holy Jesus!
My boy.
I wasn't far off.
I was picturing the fat guy from Mulan.
I thought he would be.
I honestly was thinking something kind of like Hodor from Game of Thrones.
No, I was thinking Teacher's husband from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah.
That guy. Oh,
that is
her.
great. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking for Goto, was Teacher's husband. Because he's
Oh,
got
yeah,
like,
him.
he's like fucking jacked.
A character.
By the way, my character, after finishing the bottle of alcohol, throws it up in the air and kind of like looks like he's holding like a sake cup. Like his fingers are in the formation of like a perfect holding sake cup. He hits the bottle and the bottle will smash against the wall. And he's doing this drunk.
I'm just looking at you, keep smashing bottles. How long has he been doing this since I've got here? I have no idea.
My character just leans over. He's been doing that since long before I got here. I'm glad I don't have to pay for the repairs to the walls to show up.
Sanjuro.
Jared.
So Sanjuro kind of walks over to his lord and he just goes, so I'm guessing we're just gonna have a foreigner fight another foreigner? And he's like, is that just pure muscle? Is that what she needs? Because she's gonna stick us out like a sore thumb. He's like,
Jared.
oh,
You want to spot me? And I just kind of let it go
Uh,
into the shadows.
would
to
you
the
say that ever since Zossie's been here, or before that, you've been doing that?
Yeah.
Honestly, so like I know it's been a while between y'all's one shots, but it honestly all happens kind of at the same time. So I think Zossie was the first one to get here.
So we're like filing in one by one, basically.
Yeah, so like Sasi, you were showed to this room, it was empty. You sit down at the table. The moment you sit down at the table, like 2 minutes pass by as the drunk walks in.
But how you did my one shot, the drunk man was on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, so
It was Molly's
was-
character first, but she
Molly's
went back
character,
home.
Jared, then Seth,
yeah,
then
okay.
was Cody, then me, now is Connor.
Yeah, it all happens kind of like within minutes of each other. So,
Are we hooking up with Molly's character later?
yeah, Molly's character will come later. But,
Yeah, she always has to leave early, so yeah.
Yeah, so basically, Benjiro was sat in this room first with a whole bunch of alcohol. Only like 2 minutes go by. You probably are done with your first bottle when Zasi walks in.
And you're just passed out on the floor.
And then when Cody's character walks in, he just throws it up in the air and smashes it against. The
Yeah,
wall.
you were
The
apparently
bottle.
punching the glass into the wall, is how you described it.
Yeah. You started doing that when Cody's
When I
character
walked-
came in.
I thought,
And then-
and then I walked in. There was already several glasses in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
When you
thought
walked
I
in,
thought
it
it
was
was more
already a few
like
minutes
I thought it was
past.
more like one person a day.
No.
Kind of thing.
No. Well, my character walks up to I'm assuming this is the first time I've ever seen Connor's character at all, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, this is the first time.
So it's like, is this the final member of our group? And he should
I really hope so. I'm tired
As,
of waiting here.
Shiraki's just like, this is the last member that will be coming into this room. I'll go over the details with you about what you'll be doing. Not really the last member. There's someone that I met first, and they'll be coming here in a few hours.
All right.
Alrighty.
So as Benjiro hears that, you just hear him go. So are you satisfied with how much I drank? As he's looking up at the sky like he's talking to himself,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for a response.
Sanjuro he just looks at you and goes, "Drink more."
You do
If he drinks
hear.
any more, I think he'll get alcohol poisoning.
Sanjuro scrubs and goes, "We won't know unless he does it."
I think he already has.
It's really hard to tell with him.
Guys, I'm trying to hear Caleb.
Oh,
You
sorry.
do hear a bell.
Is it leading me towards the whiskey or somewhere else?
It's leading you towards the whiskey.
Well, whatever you say, buddy.
He's going on for
As,
more.
as he goes, well, whatever. He says this out loud too. He goes, well, whatever you say, buddy. He grabs another bottle, uncorks it, and just starts chugging.
I think he's crazy.
Sanjuro just turns back to his ward and goes, anyway, so he's like, the 6 foreigners and and goddammit, the Lord Nishina's firstborn. Those are our target goals.
Yes. But Shiraki's like, but we'll go into more detail with that later. As we will end the session here.
Alrighty.
All right.
One quick thing that I forgot to do again. There's going to be a slight, like I'm going to change a little bit in your one shot, Connor.
Yeah.
On your way up north, like on the road.
You keep forgetting the old man.
I know, you meet an old man who's just kind of walking along the road.
Okay.
As you get closer, you notice this old man is completely blind.
Yeah.
As he then just stops and looks at you and says, I see great things in you.
I look at the old man and go, "Excuse me."
Yes, you're very you're strong and forceful, but in a good way.
Sanjuro is just like, thank you for your kind words, old man.
Your spirit is already entwined within the prophecy. You will fulfill it. He just starts walking again.
Sanjuro is just kind of like, he just kind of politely nods at him and then kind of like, what in the fuck? he's like, what the hell was that?
My God,
and then he shrugs and he just goes, oh, I guess I'll just take it as a good omen then.
cryptic nonsense.
Which I've showed everyone, and I'll show you. This is what the old man looked like.
He looks like the old man that trained Aang.
But yeah, this is the old man that passed by you and said those things.
Okay.
And now, every character's one shot is done.
And
oh man!
And Sunday we finally get to start this for real.
No. Not this Sunday. Not the 5th. We're not gonna do a session this Sunday, but the Sunday after on the 12th we will.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I'll see if I can get the 11 to 3. I should be able to. I'll have to talk to my boss though. Because if I can't, I will be able to do the whole Monday at 9.
Yeah.
Again, I'm working on the
we're doing
restaurant.
Mondays again?
Well, I don't know. That's only if I get my.
The thing is, that is like a weekday and can't really start at 9.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be like,
I mean,
3 hours or whatever.
me and Molly can figure it out. At least for ours. I don't know about anyone else.
It's more like an
I'm off
11th
on
than
Mondays.
12th.
It's Sundays and Mondays, so.
Ah, damn it. So, apparently apparently your ward has a history of harebrained schemes of Falcard?
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming that the second son has put my character in a number of positions where he's had to do a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah, you.
Vassal of the Lord.
I'll say you started like guarding him when he was kind of in his teen years, I guess rebellious teen years, and there were a lot of times he like got you in on his quote unquote plans and his jobs, and they were always like really weird, really dumb jobs.
And I'm like 2 years older than him. So, and in terms of like fighting or whatever, right? Like I'm really good at fighting, so he would send me out to go do shit.
By the way,
I never thought we would top a group in weirdness of our Faerun campaign until this one. And I think it's because everyone except Claire's character is a human. We're just varying levels of fucked up.
Of social class. I mean, like with my character, it's he's fucking he's doing exactly what he should be doing. He's establishing geopolitical changes in areas that would benefit his work.
Oh, speaking of being human, since I was just making your character, I gave you a feat that, for being variant human. I gave you the Sentinel feat, which basically.
Oh, I know what that is. Oh, that's a bitch thing.
When. Yeah, basically, what it does is you get, like, when you do an opportunity attack, you can do it on people who are using the disengage action. Like.
Oh God.
Doesn't it also mean when you get hit you can't move?
Yeah, when you use a reaction and hit someone while they're moving, they stop and they cannot move anymore.
Oh, it's so good. That's one of the perks I want on more.
That's no, no, Jesus Christ.
I mean, it still doesn't compare in comparison to my alert feed.
Sentinel's pretty fucking broken though.
Yeah, so is
really
alert.
I think I'm gonna
My
stick this
character-
entire stream in.
My character cannot be surprised. surprised if he's conscious.
If
If he's conscious.
Yeah.
And
Would it be like shit-faced drunk conscious or no?
that's up to the DM to
That's
decide.
what I was actually asking Caleb.
Yeah, you are still conscious, as long as you're not knocked out.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
yeah.
So,
Hey Connor, have
and,
you?
uh,
Oh, God.
and on top of that, I gain a +5 to my initiative rolls.
Here is Sanjuro's token.
I love that it just looks like the guy from the movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the whole point of the character is that he's just Toshiro Mifune.
Hey Connor, oh sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if you had a chance to see any of the other one shots, or
No.
No, he hasn't.
dang.
Just
Boy,
so
someone. Oh god.
just so you, are you guys all in Foundry still?
Yeah.
I am.
Oh. I can't roll my initiative roll.
Oh, hey, I'll give it to you. Where are you at? There you are. Are you there? Wait, I have to add you to. There you go.
I mean, I get a +8 to my initiative,
Jesus Christ!
which is pretty fucking insane.
He gets a +10.
Yeah.
Holy
I'll try mine. I don't know.
Okay.
Here, I will, I guess, add everyone's character because they want to roll initiative.
You want us to all roll initiatives for the heck of it?
Well, not yet. Wait. Let me add you guys to the combat.
This is an impromptu bar fight. We're just gonna. Honestly, I do kind of want.
There you go.
Like,
now you
either
can roll
it's-
initiative.
I want to either in character or not in character. I do
just have
want to have
+4.
like.
It's with the +5s.
I rolled a 14 and I got 18.
Initiative.
I rolled a 10.
I know you did.
You got a +1.
Yep.
I have a +4 and I got a 11.
So it would be Benjamin's turn first, and then
Alright, I'm just being hidden. I already mentioned this way before. I let you guys fight one another for the moment while I just stand in the corridor and watch.
Oh, okay.
we're not fighting.
Yeah.
I do want at some point for mine and Jared's characters to have a sparring match, either in the game or outside. I just want to see. I just want to see who wins that fight.
The other two people currently present in the room, Toshi and Shiraki Nishiana, or Nishina, sorry, I keep pronouncing the name wrong. They are both very skilled.
Yeah, I was gonna say Toshi's fucking like. I like the idea that there's. I like the idea.
He's like, no!
I like the idea. I love the idea that there's almost this berserk love triangle between Toshi, the Lord, and Sanjuro. The bodyguard.
Yeah.
Like,
So, and by the way, so is this going to be yet another campaign where you're chasing Claire's character?
No. The first campaign was Claire chasing Volcarn.
Oh, no. Okay, I went no. The first one, it was Volcorn protecting Claire. Then it became, after Claire got left behind, it was Alicia trying to sink her teeth into Volcorn. And now in this one is Volcorn seems to have what's your character's name?
no, it's Sanjuro, and
Sanjuro having holy shit.
He's fascinated by giant muscle
What
mommy.
do you mean, holy shit, Claire?
Holy shit, Satana.
Yeah. But
I just, okay, so it's, go ahead, Jared. Go ahead, Jared.
I was going to say this is my character art right here. That's character art.
I need to, yeah.
Yeah, I can post everyone's full character art if you need me to.
Go for it.
Here's
I'll be,
And
I'll be,
That's actually what my character looks like.
You're just a fucking
God.
drunken wreck.
Like, I just love the idea. I just love this group already. This is gonna be fun.
Mine just looks noble as all hell.
I was gonna say this is the one time where Seth's character looks like he's the most serious and astute out of all of us.
Yeah.
Well, because he is.
I have to be.
He's he's the only. Well, I mean, besides you, technically,
I was gonna say, like, I mean, but I'm pretty chummy with my lord, and I have a lot of, like, in terms of social authority, because again, I'm like a lord's fucking bodyguard. Like, I'm pretty up there, so I can kind of. I mean, I can't not act like a samurai, but I can sort of behave however I want.
Yeah.
And
like,
you kind of can too, Seth. You kind of can too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he has to be more war hardened because his brother got killed in war and he had to kill an innocent.
Well,
I will say it's gonna be fun playing my first genuinely angsty character.
I was gonna say that, and with your character, Seth,
Did you post it in my Discord?
Well, in Oshina's stuff, like he's like you're at a more wartime ready preparedness, so like you need to be like more on it. Whereas like my character, I'm on the winning side. Like I'm in the Empire. Like I'm more like and I'm high up in the Empire. Like I don't give a like I don't need to give a shit about what goes on in these lands. Like I don't care. Like my family's up north, right? Like with the rest of the second son's castle and all that people.
Yeah. Yeah. My character, on the other hand, is on the run / being actively chased by the army of that guy, who is. Which is the lord that the general that
Chenar.
general.
Chenar.
Which one?
Chenar.
Chenar. Yeah, and Chenar does not like me because I stole his sword.
Yeah.
And that's the Nodachi that Zossi wants to take from him because he doesn't use it.
By the way, during that whole session and around the Six Lords, I kind of made a little side notes. Batu, smug, uses a glaive. Bebe, archer, never misses. Channer loves big swords. Mini dick jokes will ensue if met.
Wait, wait, what?
I put down loves big swords. Many dick jokes will be made ensue if met.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Chenar, you know,
basically my character is going to be saying that he's overcompensating for something.
But Chenar, like when you said that he was like a vaguely Russian type character, my first thought was, oh my god, my arch nemesis is literally Vlad the Impaler. So was that legit your inspiration, or was that just coincidence?
That was just coincidence, but yeah, he impaled your.
He's literally Vlad the Impaler.
And
I was gonna say,
remind me to stake it in the heart.
Before Volkarn mentioned it, I put monk might fight.
yeah, Gesser, yeah, but Gesser, that's absolutely gonna be a big fight.
I'm not gonna lie. As much as I know for a fact I want Chenar to be mine, the archer dude, I want to make him miss.
I want to make him miss.
I want to deflect missiles on that against that bitch.
You have to be like a certain DC to do that, and let me just roll to see what he hits.
Oh god.
Probably not that. Probably not anything near what I could do.
I'm not gonna be surprised if some of our characters die in this campaign. Just by the way.
Are you kidding?
Like, oh no, like Caleb made it very clear from the beginning. There's no coming back if we die.
Damn, I keep getting the same thing over and over again with him.
Fucking, come on, natural 20. Fuck.
I also put the other guy nice but strong. And on Pepish, I put cavalry, likes the fuck.
It is covering my entire character sheet.
You're welcome.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm not the only one who has the 3D dice thing enabled then,
No.
because that was happening to me too, where like dice were rolling all over my screen.
Damn it, 18. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got a 20.
Let's see.
My attack roll.
Give me a sec. Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, let's see if you can try to deflect his missile. He's gonna shoot at you.
Oh God.
Your
And what's
dice
the-
hit my dice and made it roll to a different direction and made it a
Okay, so you're
instead of a 7.
saying...
Wait. So what are we? So what do I need to roll?
Well, how do you do deflect missiles? Click on it so I can
Well,
see.
I don't have it yet. I don't have it 'cause I'm not that far on the monk. I can look it up actually. Hold on.
Yeah, look it up real quick.
I think I might have...
Did someone just roll?
Yeah, someone rolled a natural one.
Wait, did
It was Claire again.
Yeah, I can roll it. I can roll it.
Yeah, roll it.
Okay, I need a way for everybody to stop rolling.
Alright, alright, it's good now. Go.
Okay,
I'm still recording.
so... Okay, so...
Use reaction to deflect or catch a missile when you. Okay, you still get hit, but you just reduce the damage. If it reduces the damage to 0, you catch it and can throw it.
And it's by your monk die, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay.
But yeah,
Who rolled it this time?
I did.
Please tell me I'm not the only one hearing the sad horn.
No,
I
no,
am.
you're hearing it. I'm hearing it too.
let me roll the damage.
God damn it.
Guys,
Okay. So what's going on? Sorry. Sorry.
You were
Jared,
able to, get rid of some of the damage, but you didn't get it down to 0.
So he still technically hits, so his reputation is not shattered, but
but we can also throw it right back at him.
well, if you spend a key point.
Yeah. So my question is, would that 23 hit him?
Yeah, that's only 3 would hit him.
What are the levels gonna look like, by the way? If this is gonna be a slightly faster campaign, are we gonna get like a shitload of levels, or?
Yes, you actually will get a shitload of levels.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get like decent up our trees, our skill trees. Then we're not just. This isn't gonna be a super short game.
Yeah, what level are you guys right now?
Already level 5.
You got that D20, but you got that 20, but it did nothing.
No, it did something. If you saw it, it didn't really do.
It
much
glowed a
of
little bit. It didn't really
It
do
actually
much.
darkened. That's what it was supposed to do.
If how I'm thinking it, you might end the session or in the campaign anywhere from level 15 to 17.
Okay. Yeah.
Dang.
Because I'm assuming it's just 1 to 2 levels for all 6 guys.
Yeah, it's about 2 levels for all 6 guys.
What the fuck? There was a nat 1 in there.
I think there was several, to be honest.
Claire, please tell me these aren't all you.
No, that's not me. That wasn't
The
me.
the
That time.
the purple metal ones are mine.
But this is me.
You guys do that.
You can just change the amount.
Of these, or...
Yeah, of how many dice you throw. It's /R, whatever number you want.
Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for this campaign. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, Caleb, like, I'm
That
not
red
gonna
one.
lie, Caleb, your very clear enthusiasm for this campaign is infectious.
Oh, I'm so excited for it. I've been working on it so much.
Yeah. Like, and I can tell, dude. And that's what I love about you is like, that's what I love about it is just like, I can tell, like, you've got this down to a T.
I'm gonna stop recording now.
Yeah.
All right.